Hey there, All Things MSP crew. I am back again with another conversation from Kaseya Connect. Now, of course, I have no stranger to the industry here with me today. I have Dan Wensley, the CEO of GTIA, and it's about the anniversary of your first year, isn't it?
Almost to the day, yeah. It's the press announcement went out May 3rd, so we're just a couple of days away from the press announcement, and I'd started just a few days before that, so right on it.
Awesome. So how has the first year been?
Listen, it's been absolutely fulfilling, incredible. This journey became, started kind of January 3rd of 2025 with the transition from CompTIA to GTIA. So the team had done just an incredible job in the 5 months prior to me joining the organization on the rebranding, the messaging. But since coming together as a team, we've really looked to innovate, have a larger impact, and how we can deliver more value to more members across the globe. So it's been a great first year.
And I have to feel like with your career, this has got to be an amazing, I hate to call it a capstone because I don't want to limit you to this, but, this could be a great place to end up.
Well, it is. I almost, if you go through 30 years in this industry and what I've been blessed with and the success I've been able to share with so many other people in the industry, you think you'd hit the pinnacle until this job comes along. And and now I feel like all of that, I've been a student of the industry for 30 years, and all of that has hopefully put me in the best possible position to be able to do right by the members, do right by this association. So in many ways, I do feel like that. I'm very, very blessed to have this opportunity that came at the right time in the career for me. And serving on the board, 15 years ago, I think it was, you think that's a pinnacle, and then you get to this point and you see, no, there are higher mountains to climb. It's been very exciting.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people were very encouraged when it was announced that you were going to be the CEO of GTIA.
Yeah, I'm blessed by that. And I think what it is, whether it was myself, I think what both the board and the hiring committee and ultimately the members, we all wanted was somebody who understood or at least had participated. I won't claim to understand the industry fully, but will say participated in the industry for a long time. When I went into the conversations about the role and the position, and most importantly, what this organization could be and should be, frankly, in the future, that was the genesis of that conversation. It wasn't about, hey, I'd really like this job as much as I did, and I made that very clear from day one. But more importantly, it was, hey, this is our opportunity with the incredible endowment that this association has now the beneficiary of, and what we could do. So I think it was more about having somebody who'd participated in the channel for a long period of time, and based on my gray hair, I qualified for that.
So in your first year, what has been kind of the moment that surprised you the most?
I will tell you, I'm really appreciative of our team and our staff. So talented, so incredibly genuine to the industry. But to be blunt, CompTIA and the trade association before didn't look at growth as a value or a desired outcome. We are really coming in with a desire to grow and to do more value and deliver more value to more members in a very meaningful way. And what I've really respected and thanked the team for is their willingness to step up and do that. Again, they've worked hard their entire careers here at GTIA as an association and done an incredible job. But now their willingness to say, let's do bigger things, let's do better things, let's do more things. And they've all, to an individual, have stepped up and gotten on that train with us. And I think even from the members as well, they're excited and they're the ones pushing hard, and we love it.
So I know that community is a big part of GTIA. What are we doing to grow the community side of GTIA?
Yeah, community in both size, and most importantly, actually interaction. The executive councils, the committees, the ability for us to come together as an industry. The one thing I heard loud and clear from our members was we want to get together more often. We're in a great position to be able to provide that opportunity to our members, and that's where we're really making some investments. And the other way is to lead a little bit. One of the things we're doing, like you're doing so well here with your opportunity to have these conversations with industry leaders, is bringing the stories into the marketplace. We've got our own GTIA on location. We're flying an entire film crew to many of the events that you're going through. We've interviewed a dozen CEOs here and MSP leaders. And as Scott and I have just talked about, it's more important now maybe than ever, the work you're doing here to get these conversations out into the marketplace and into the ears of more folks, because everything's moving so much faster. I don't know if you've noticed, but in my 30 years, I thought we were being innovative and reacting quick, and I've never seen a pace of adoption and change like we're going through right now.
And I think AI is just part of that, but it's such a huge accelerator, and it's moving so much faster than anything else has moved in this industry. It's incredibly important.
Yeah. So arguably the work you do, the fact that community has meant so much to all of us in this industry and really propelled us forward, it might be more relevant here in 2026 than it ever has been. And going into next year, I think we'll just accelerate that as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to pay a compliment to Andrea and Scott and the rest of the team, because the on-location thing that you guys are doing has really been impressive.
Thank you.
I've really enjoyed watching those.
Yeah, they've done an incredible job. And again, as we discussed, the work you're doing and getting these stories out into the market, I think, is now more important than ever. So thank you for what you're doing as well.
Well, I have fun doing it, so I appreciate that. And hopefully we'll be able to do more collaborations as we go forward. So looking to the future, what does the next 6 months look like? And probably a lot of that is ChannelCon, right?
Sure is. Yeah, ChannelCon's coming up fast and furious on us. We were excited about the first GTIA ChannelCon last year that we held in Nashville, and most importantly, we set a few foundational things that we wanted to do. You can't change an event of that stature and that size overnight. So we announced the transaction and becoming GTIA in January, and by August we were putting on the first ever ChannelCon under the GTIA brand. But we did some pretty innovative, good things, I think, last year that we're building on here this year. We're in San Diego this year. We're in London for ChannelCon EMEA in November. And this year is going to be bigger and better, and really setting us up for a new foundational growth in 2027. So we're very excited about this year. We think it's going to be unique, the largest ever, and really set the stage for us moving forward.
Yeah, I'm already registered. So, and Scott and I have already discussed me, being able to do some interviews there as well.
Absolutely. Everybody is welcome. That's, again, blessed in this role, and as a nonprofit trade association, the ability just to give back and be the big tent that everybody can participate in with no concerns about what we have to do in a capitalist society, of which I participated in for 30 years as a vendor. So I understand that side of the business. I've worked with tens of thousands of MSPs, but it takes all of us. And again, compliments to what you're doing here in getting the stories of the industry out into the market.
So what are some of the maybe new things that we can expect at ChannelCon this year?
So a couple of new innovative things that I'll highlight. Obviously, AI, as unexpected as that might be, but what we're really proud about is we've launched the AI Awards, and we've got two $20,000 awards to give away for AI utilization, both internally as an MSP, best utilization of AI, and then best utilization and deployment of AI for an end customer. And bringing those success stories into the market, we think, is paramount. We think there needs to be that golden horseshoe to chase and share those stories. So we're excited about that. We're excited to look forward, as well as thank those who have made such an incredible contribution to this industry. So we've got some special, I don't want to say lifetime achievement, I want to say impact awards to talk about, because I think as we're going through with AI, history is repeating itself in a lot of the themes of adoption. Are they accelerated? Yes. Are they scarier? Yes. Do they have a larger impact on cyber? Yes. But we've been through some pretty large change over the last 30 years. It's accelerated now, but we're going to celebrate a lot of that, both look at today and look forward.
And I really like the idea of the AI awards, because they're practical application, number one. But number two, it's allowing a variety of MSPs to provide their stories on how they're applying this. And I think allowing MSPs to share their stories is valuable to the rest of the community.
It really is. The videos that we've done, I mean, I'm ashamed to admit that I discovered them very late. We launched the new portal, and I went in and self-discovered the ITSP success videos, where it's MSPs being interviewed on just a success that they've had. It might be AI, it might be cyber, it might be a customer save, a customer win, a marketing campaign. Those stories are incredible and so valuable as a member to be able to go in and say, look, I'm struggling with marketing. Rather than go get the self-help book, let's go see what best in class looks like, or get motivated by some success. So there's some great stories to be told out there, and we look forward to telling more of them.
That's awesome. So one last question.
Sure.
After ChannelCon, what is the next big rock using EOS?
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of EOS. We've been adopting it here at GTIA a little bit. Moose on the table and objectives and all of that. Well, ChannelCon EMEA will be, obviously, from an event standpoint, that'll be the big one. But we're making some investments in some pretty big areas to both. Again, as I said earlier, the members want to get together more and have more of these conversations, and we're going to find new ways to make that available to them. We launched our Discord channels so they can come in and have some more conversations, but it's this kind of interaction. I was saying to my team on the phone today, just when I think I don't need, after 2 years, to be out on the road, I can't replace it with anything else. The interaction we have here, the 4 conversations I had in the hallway, one at a blackjack table this week, are invaluable, and you could never get those facilitated any other way. So it's an incredible time to come together, and as we said, more important maybe now than ever.
Yeah, those types of conversations are not going to happen over Zoom.
Yes, correct.
Well, Dan, thank you so much for doing this today, and really look forward to ChannelCon.
My pleasure. Thank you.